Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome in to the WTIM, your information station. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Let's thank our sponsors before we move here. People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. In my studio today is Kelsey Benteledge with the St. Louis Dairy Council. She's a nutrition educator and a registered dietitian. How are you today, Ms. Benteledge?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Of course, really good to have you back. We are nearing a new season now, so that means it's time to get up to date on all the great recipes and things to know in the world of food and beverages for the next couple of months here. So I'm really excited about this holiday. We'll keep it kind of holiday themed today. With our list of things to talk about today, we got some dairy-based beverages, and what do we got with holiday season coming around? These tons of opportunities with that.
Yes, there are so many delicious options for dairy-based beverages coming up with these seasonal flavors. I can't believe the holidays are actually upon us. It feels like this year just blew right on by, but there are so many fun flavors that come along with the holidays, including peppermint hot chocolate, spiced chai lattes, white chocolate raspberry mochas. You could do like a cinnamon vanilla steamer, which is kind of an interesting one where it's a coffee drink that you heat milk with a little bit of cinnamon and some vanilla extract to sweeten up that coffee and give it a little bit of a holiday twist. But there are so many different drinks that you can try out this holiday season, whether it's a hot chocolate or tea or coffee, whatever your kind of beverage of choice. Dairy really just fits right into the mold and makes it even more delicious with the lattes and the steamed milk and the warm drinks. You know, it's warm outside right now, but this isn't going to last for long. So we're going to need these warm drinks to kind of warm our souls up this holiday season.
Sure. And do not be fooled by today's weather. If you take a look at the forecasts, we're going to be in need of some of these warm drinks here soon. I feel like we're looking at a Starbucks menu right here because it all looks so delicious. And when I hear these, I'm like, I can't make these myself, right? Is it that hard to make fun drinks like this? A cinnamon vanilla steamer? How do you?
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah, absolutely not. So a lot of people think that they're like, I can't do what they do at Starbucks, but a great way to like froth milk that is super simple and easy is just put a little bit of milk in like a glass jar or some type of container. Heat it up in the microwave and then shake it inside of the container. Super easy way to froth the milk. And like I just said, with that cinnamon vanilla steamer, you can add the vanilla and the cinnamon right to that milk, shake it up really good until it gets nice and frothy, add it to your coffee and head out the door. So it doesn't, you can be your own gourmet coffee shop maker at home and enjoy these tasty treats without spending $1 million at the coffee shop. I love to do it. We all love to do it, but you could save yourself a little bit of money right before the holidays if you just make it right at home with your own milk.
Sure. Everyone can become a barista in their own home with these great tips right here. That's awesome. I'm looking at this. Can I make homemade eggnog? We're moving on to a different beverage here, but I love eggnog. How can I make that at home?
Yes. So you can actually make eggnog at home. Absolutely. There's an easy no cook egg-free eggnog. You just combine milk, cream, sugar, and a touch of nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, and vanilla. And then you mix these ingredients together and chill. That recipe you can find online. But if you really like the taste of eggnog, but don't like just drinking a straight cup of eggnog, I'm kind of one of those people. So there's so many different ways that you can use eggnog during this holiday season. It actually makes a really great coffee creamer. So just simply adding it to some coffee. You can also make like eggnog French toast for a yummy twist on French toast. It kind of gives you, the holiday vibes and the holiday flavors on your regular breakfast items. You can also make eggnog smoothie. Eggnog pancakes is another option, similar to the French toast, but with the smoothie, you can add bananas and cinnamon and a touch of nutmeg for a creamy, also healthy holiday-inspired smoothie to take out the door in the mornings. Another option would be eggnog oatmeal. So there's so many different ways you can use eggnog that isn't just simply drinking it, because I don't know, eggnog's not my favorite to just drink out of the cup, but it is delicious in coffee. I've had it that way.
A straight cup of eggnog might be a little tough. It's very thick. It's not for everyone. I love
Oh,
these.
some people love it
Sure,
though.
of
Yeah,
course. These
yeah.
are such creative, unique recipes are here. Things that I've never heard of. The French toast, the smoothie, pancakes. That would all get you in the feeling for the season. That's so awesome. Now, you talked about working dairy into baking. That was kind of my question. How can I work eggnog into it? Let's talk some traditions here about working dairy into your holiday season cooks.
Yes. So dairy ingredients, they just play a significant role when it comes to holiday baking traditions, because those dairy foods, they really add the richness, the flavor and texture that we're looking for in our favorite holiday treats. Butter is a staple when it comes to holiday baking, whether it's cookies, cakes, pie crust. There's so many ways, or even sauces that you're making the meal with, that pudding, cake. Like I said, there's so many different ways that we can use butter to bring the holiday season to life. Milk and cream are also a great option when it comes to holiday cooking, like custards and pudding, those creamy fillings. We're thinking a lot about desserts with the holidays, but it's also used in a lot of the sauces and casserole bases as well. In the main meal, cheese is a very important component, if you ask me. I mean, cheese is the charcuterie boards are so popular right now, so that's a really great way to bring cheese to life for the holidays, but also, on top of the casserole or in the dish as well. Whipped cream, sour cream, dulce leche, which is a caramelized sweetened condensed milk. That's another thing that people use in their holiday baking. And then also in our frosting and glazes too, we use a lot of butter and cream and whipped cream in those ever so important frosting and glazes. So I don't know about you, but talking about all of these like dairy foods that we're adding into these delicious dishes makes me just want it to be Thanksgiving already.
Right, and now you guys all have new ideas for what to put out on the table this year, and there might be too much dairy out on the table this year after all these ideas. Where can people go to find these great recipes and inspiration?
Yeah, head to our website at www.stldairycouncil.org. We wrote an article about all of this great information this month, and we also have endless recipes to choose from that include dairy on our website as well.
Always endless recipes over there. We love having Kelsey Bentledge in at least once a month, and every single time we are updated on the what's next in dairy and how you can work it into your diet. It's so awesome. You just brought up charcuterie boards. I'd love to spend our last couple minutes here of our first segment talking about charcuterie boards. You mentioned they're big right now. You got to have your charcuterie boards with your meats and your cheeses and your berries. But a new charcuterie board is making its way to the scene. What is it?
Yes. So the new trend that is out there on social media and elsewhere is butter boards. So this is a new holiday trend that's coming to the table. Our recipe of the month this month actually features the idea of a butter board and how you can kind of put it together. But really, just like a charcuterie board, it can be whatever you want it to be. So a lot of people kind of do a couple different flavors of butter. So like, for example, one might be like a savory one with garlic and chives in it. And then on the other side of the board, you might do one that has honey or jam mixed in with the butter, and it's like a whipped butter in another area. And then you have different breads and things and crackers that you can dip into these butters. And it's just delicious. So different herbs, different breads, crackers, nuts, fruits are included, just like a charcuterie board, but instead of with cheese and meats, it's more with butter. So that's the new trend that's out there.
Unreal. That sounds like a fun one. It's a new player to the charcuterie game. And I was thinking, how many different butters could there be? There's a social media account out there. It's a guy that just makes butter. It's different types of butters. I don't know if you've seen this guy. Scoops it up real cool with a spoon. I got to show you this guy.
You're going to have to show me. I have not seen him.
Oh my God. No, he does like a weekly video on new butters that are coming to the scene. So, I mean, there's endless opportunities there. You mentioned 3 right there. The garlic and chives sounded really good. Any more ideas for flavored butters out there?
Yeah, adding whatever flavors kind of come to mind for you. That's the same advice that I give with charcuterie boards. Like, pick your favorite cheeses. You don't have to, if you're not a goat cheese person or if you don't like blue cheese, maybe pick a cheese that works for you. There's over 300 varieties of cheese here in the United States that we can use. So maybe if Gouda's your pick the Gouda. Same goes for the butter board. So if you like honey butter, put honey butter on the board. If you like something that's a little more savory, pick that. So the sky is really the limit. As you just said, there are so many butter options out there. The sky is really the limit with that.
So awesome. So many opportunities to mix in dairy during the holiday season and all the meals that are going to come with that. We're going to take our short little break here. When we come back, we're going to talk about how to stay up to date with your health, keeping that on track during all of this. It's going to be tough on the diet for all of these great recipes, but it's okay. You got to enjoy yourself every now and then. We're sitting down with Kelsey Bentelich, registered dietitian and nutrition educator with the St. Louis Dairy Council. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show, and we will be right back here on the WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
WTIM on its many platforms, AM, FM, and online brings you Taylorville Tornado football, boys and girls basketball, and playoff games of all teams. Tornado Sports on WTIM and stream live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Are brought to you by Curvy Real Estate, the Christian County YMCA, Brad Davis, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and Landmark, all in Taylorville.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are gonna do it today.
Support the Lincoln Land Community College Foundation, and you help student Brianne Durnovich give a lifetime of beauty to others.
Working full-time for a wonderful couple in Taylorville while a full-time student has been tough, but generous donors to the foundation made a scholarship possible that lifted the financial burden, inspiring me to pursue a business degree and chase my dream of being a professional florist. Thank you for letting me blossom.
Give a lifetime by supporting the Lincoln Land Community College Foundation. Donate at llccfoundation.org.
Chip Flory here, inviting you to join the conversation as we tackle the current issues of agriculture every weekday morning at 10:06 on the Talk of Central Illinois, News Talk WTIM. I host AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running interview show dedicated to discussing agriculture issues with the newsmakers and include you in the conversation via our toll-free number. We're here weekdays mornings at 10:06. We are AgriTalk.
This is Bill Pinkston, General Sales Manager at Landmark of Taylorville. The new 24 Chevy, Buick, and GMC models are arriving daily, including the two hottest vehicles in GM lineup, the all-new Chevy Trax and Buick Avista. Stop in and reserve yours today. Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? We have over 400 used cars, trucks, and SUVs in our family dealerships. Make sure the next vehicle comes from Landmark of Taylorville, home of the Landmark for a lifetime warranty. Shop us day or night on landmarkoftaylorville.com, and remember,
You always do better at Landmark.
Your Christian County Health Department has both COVID and flu vaccines available, and both high-dose and regular-dose flu vaccines are in stock. You can get both the COVID and flu vaccine shots at the same time, and there are a handful of egg-free flu vaccines available. Call the Christian County Health Department now for your appointment at 217-824-4113. That's 824-4113. Your Christian County Health Department is always working for a healthier future.
Hi, this is Andrea Bach from the Christian County YMCA, where it's all about youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. Find out about our great programs and activities at your local YMCA by clicking our icon on the obituary page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Fall means attending your favorite festivals and bonfires. Taylorville Care Center can help get you back to doing what you want, like attending a local fall festival. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM, your information station. We are in the midst of the WTIM Morning Show. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host, and today we're sitting down with Kelsey Bentelich, a registered dietitian and nutrition educator for the St. Louis Dairy Council. It's been a great conversation so far. We talked about how to work in dairy and things like eggnog into your holiday meal plans there, and now we're going to talk about a little bit, more of a safe aspect here. How do I stay on track with my health and my diet through all of these? It's going to be tough on the diet this season.
Oh my gosh, it is every single year with the there's so many parties, there's so many gatherings, there's so many special events. So staying on track with our health can be really, really tough during the holiday season. But I do have a few tips that I'd like to share just to kind of keep yourself on track and make sure that you're enjoying your holiday season, enjoying those delicious foods, but also keeping your health in check as well. So one big thing is making sure that we plan ahead before attending a holiday gathering. gathering or event, just kind of plan what you want to eat to keep your health in check. So this can help you avoid those like impulsive decisions when you walk through the door. Another thing with planning ahead is a lot of people like to not eat all day because they know they're going to a holiday event. That can actually backfire in a lot of ways because by the time you get there, you're so starving that you just eat everything in sight, which is not helpful. So make sure, you're still eating breakfast before you go over to grandma's for Thanksgiving lunch. And that way you are able to control yourself a little bit more, but still enjoy those delicious foods. Portion control is huge. So just kind of making sure when you're going through the line to just take a little sampling of everything. You don't have to have a huge mound. Another thing is staying hydrated. Lots of people forget about water during the holidays because there's better things to be drinking like eggnog and all of those delicious things. Milk is a great way to stay hydrated too if you'd like to have a glass of milk with your meal. But making sure that you stay hydrated. A lot of people confuse thirst for hunger. So if you are not hydrated well, then you might end up eating a little bit extra, that type of thing. So also making sure that you're prioritizing those protein-rich foods. Those are what keep you nice and full. So making sure that you get, in turkey, things like that as well through your holiday eating. And then also looking into healthy substitutions. If you're the one cooking, maybe swapping out Greek yogurt for the sour cream. That might be a little bit lower fat, higher protein option that tastes pretty similarly in the recipe. So those are some ways to think about staying a little bit healthier during the holiday season. But of course, as a registered dietitian, I still want people to enjoy those foods. That's the best part about food is getting together and enjoying them with family. But there are some ways that you can kind of keep your health in mind at the same time.
Totally, yeah. There's ways to enjoy your time at the dinner table while keeping a little bit of portion control in mind. I want to unpack a couple of those things you said right there because you just kind of busted a big myth right there behind the logic of, hey, I'm not going to eat all day. I'm looking forward to my big meal later on. There's probably some problems that come about with that health-wise, and you're obviously going to eat more, but also is food digested differently when you haven't eaten all day?
Yes. And also that's not good on your metabolism. To skip eating all day long, it will slow your metabolism, and that's not what you want either. So getting up and breakfast is still the most important meal of the day, whether it's a holiday or just a regular day of the week. Getting up, having a nutritious breakfast is really important all of the days of the year, including holidays, to get that metabolism running. And then, yes, so you don't overeat later on, making sure that you aren't starving yourself and then binge eating later.
You also mentioned confusing hunger for thirst, which I feel like we might be doing all the time. If we're not getting our regular daily water intake, that can be a big one. You can feel full all day just by having water, right?
Yeah, yes, and it definitely can. It won't keep you full per se, but it can help if you are staying topped up on your hydration. Whether it's with water or milk is actually a great way to hydrate because it has electrolytes as well as protein and carbohydrates to help keep you satisfied as well. But if you are staying topped up with your hydration, then you won't get confused between your hunger cues and your thirst cues. So that is a great way to make sure that you're not overeating as well through the holidays.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, you can always be mindful at the table, but outside of eating and food, what can we do just to remain healthy outside of the nutrition areas?
Just making sure that you're getting in all of the food groups. So making sure you're getting in 3 servings of dairy every day to get in all of the great nutrients that dairy provides. Also making sure that you're getting in your fruit and vegetable intake, eating whole grains, lean sources of protein, and just really making sure that you're getting a balanced diet and not eating too much of one thing. That's the big thing.
Sure. And Ms. Bentel, we're running close to the end here. I love the conversation today. I always do. And you brought up so many great recipes and things to know early on. Where can people go to find out that great information?
Head to our website at stldairycouncil.org. We have all of these recommendations on the website, as well as the butterboard recipe as well.
Awesome. And I see something here for the kids real quick. What's that recipe for the kiddos?
Oh, so the recipe for the kids includes we have the butterboard recipe, but also we have a holiday themed recipe posted on our website. We actually have several of these. So we have a one for Thanksgiving recipes, but we also have a Give a Mouse a Cookie recipe for kids as well. So those are all posted on our website as well.
Beautiful. Ms. Patchless, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You can find all that info at stldairycouncil.org. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. We thank our sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. My name is Tim Zalabak. You are listening to the WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5